chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They play the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I couldn't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies I didn't grab if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reason. Just trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through.
Let's go. Yeah, that's the game we got to win last game to get them lines. I remember that. Now let's go, Patrick right behind you with them no, not oh no, never mind. My boy way behind. He ain't got number 365 yards. Tyreek Hill. Yeah. He way behind you, boy. You know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. My boy Andy Reid, man. You know, they used to be my favorite team coach, man. Long time ago, man, you know. Yeah.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Football, though, I played all my year, bro.
It's caught by Funchess. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Love. He's got it to Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down stage. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. Now, on that play, that's exactly what they did. And batted it away.
Yes.
They'll get 4 out of that, and they'll bring up a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's...
Okay, we got to go right back on these folks. Let's get right defense. That's what I want to see right here. See his ass.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack.
Yes, we can do that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, look to the right side to Eric Ebron. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's see what's going on right here. I think this will work right here. We'll see.
Locke on 3rd down. Got it complete to Rodgers. And again the footwork. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
You injure a nigga every game, boy. That's crazy. Yeah.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Locke.
Oh, yeah, good defense.
Down he
goes.
goes.
I was going to get it himself. Yeah,
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third and long, it's Locke. Funches has it complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play.
Yes, sir. We got us a stop, boy, but we ain't getting no scope. Let's go. We need us another stop, sir.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
on second down now. It's Mack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game.
My cousin team, they whooping my ass.
And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you.
Damn, bro, we scared down right now. We got to tighten up defense. They're picking y'all apart right now.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 27th, Luck Funches with a catch over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Luck now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Rodgers brings it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Luck throwing again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again is Luck. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Luck. That ball caught by Funches. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funches. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Luck now, just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Luck, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field, so they felt good.
Yeah, we just got to stop.
On first down, Luck. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Luck. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The fans are...
Yes, sir. We needed that. And we'll get the photo, man.
Check it out.
Off of play action. Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter that...
Yeah, we need some score, man. Yeah, they trying to score. We need to win up 2 sets. Now we got to get a critical stop, y'all.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter...
And he caught that. Accelerating and off he goes. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go right back to Mack. And some space here. 20! And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 41 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But
on first down, Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They will run with Ware. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Spencer Ware, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run now with Ware. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Ware. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Off the run. Running play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500.
I don't even like that.
Waiting on you to get done with that game, big dog?
I'm done, bro.
And you.
It's over here, bro. I'm done.
Now you gonna fall in love with things.
I'm done, big dog.
All right, come on.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go and wonder when it's my
I'm already out, bro. I'm done with the game.
like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my I don't need no help. Always getting money, brains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. Trying to find a way to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and thunder. I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when
damn.
it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night.
No, I'm still trying.
So long getting back to my right mind.
My Lord still trying to get used to the goddamn the weed smoke, bro. That's crazy. Cause I'm a smoker, man. Yeah, just taking them 3 months off without smoking, but that shit had me coughing like a fool, bro. I be hating that shit.
Oh, yeah, that's how that works.
I'm talking about I be stupid fried, bro. Off of 2 blunts, bro. Really off of 1. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, I'm in Ultimate Team, bro. Damn, I got some cards and everything too, bro. Free cards I ain't even used and all this type of shit. I'm in Play Challenge. What the fuck is this? Oh, where the hell y'all at? That's what I'm on right now. What the fuck? I see Spent name. I see Spent name.
We'll get that bitch done. I'm trying to look for your name on this damn list.
Just hit the both of y'all.
Why you do that like
Make sure you
that?
put it on hard
It's
now.
a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm
ain't getting nothing.
It won't let me goddamn change the, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck I change it? Shit.
All I did is go ahead and run that down.
Yeah.
You probably want all that. Let's go Cam. Oh, you want to play for the money. Not at the moment. We're going to talk about the squad.
Hello. That's the Chad calling. Let me take over.
Oh, so the max is 3 men on the team. So who the hell gonna be the quarterback? Shit, I need to come to y'all challenges then. I don't need to go to my shit, dude. Oh, okay. Goddamn, I had to wait back at it. Yeah, like, goddamn, what the fuck? Oh, okay, alright. I just hit y'all ear, right? There you go. I think I just did. Hold on. Okay, you start line up.
My name, You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging. But I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can spend the day with you.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro.
I ain't getting
That
paid
shit
with
crazy.
you. My color bright. I ain't finna flirt with you. Man, I gotta come clean like a night with you. I don't know why everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never try. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming.
Okay, what they doing if we all ready up at the same time? What they do?
Lace up the shoes, chase the blues. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the blues. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Uno, no, I couldn't be number 2. MVP, the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.
Close the app.
Yeah.
I think y'all two should just run it because it's